Hello folks, the Y Guy here again. Welcome to my home on this drizzly spring day. The name of this video is called The Y Guy Exposes a Drug Addiction Called the Hell Doctrine. Now for over 30 years I suffered from this addiction, and it's almost like we need to sit around and say, hi, my name is the Y Guy and I'm a hell addict. Hi, Mr. Y Guy, welcome to. Okay, now look, folks, I know what people go through during their addictions and as well as the withdrawals. It is the exact same way with the hell doctrine. It really is, and I'll explain. Now, the Christian religion, let's call them the supplier, all right? They woo you in by offering you an escape from what they consider reality. All right, and then they peddle you this story, which is, peddle is too strong a word because most of the time it's true, okay? Because they peddle you this story of joy, which there is, and peace, and they use smiles, and they embrace you, and they accept you as one of their own, and they accept you like they do all their other customers, okay? Now, this is all good and wonderful. It really is. On the surface, it's wonderful. But you see, here's the problem, guys. There's a hidden agenda of dependency. And a dependency on them and their doctrines. Now, once you're indoctrinated, all right, kind of hooked, all right, once you're indoctrinated, they claim that you must swallow this pill, this drug called the hell doctrine. And like any dealer of addiction, they use fear and intimidation to keep you hooked on that drug. And then what ends up happening to the drug user is it becomes normal. It feels natural. All right, and it feels normal and natural in your mind to keep taking this drug because you're hooked. Okay, it's almost like you crave it. And if anyone comes along, like me, and tries to convince you, folks, this is not normal. This isn't good. This isn't good for you. Get off that drug. Then you as an addict, you try to convince me and people like me and try to convince yourself that you need this drug to survive. There comes the wind. And not to just survive only, but to survive for an eternity. I hope this is making sense. Now, does this sound familiar, that you need it to survive? Now, as an addict, if you openly show any kind of concern about your addiction, then a dealer will come along. Let's call this dealer a pastor or a priest. They'll come along and they'll try to convince you that without their drug, you'll suffer incredible pain and torture and torment like no other time in your life. This is going to be a short video, folks, so in closing, some of those who go through withdrawals, I'm just going to be honest with you, this is some who go through withdrawals of this hell doctrine drug, you're going to suffer anxiety, you will, and you're going to suffer great fear, you're going to go through depression, you're going to feel alone, some might even have nightmares, you're going to have an insecurity like you've never had before, even the sweats, possibly. And you're going to suffer rejection from loved ones, and not just loved ones, but your family, but your church family as well. But then take note, then finally, it's all over. Your mind will be clear of that damned drug, that horrible drug, and then the influence is gone, and you'll begin to experience love like you never knew existed. I promise. Now, when you're heavily influenced by this hell doctrine drug, you don't know that you're being deceived. That's the problem with it. That's what's so insidious about this drug. You don't know you're being deceived because of the cravings. The cravings for justice. What you consider justice is perverted justice. That cravings is so strong. And I understand it. I really do. Because I too was an addict. You know, you're not going to know you're deceived until all that influence is gone and it's out of your system. I encourage you to take heed to what I'm trying to say to you. Look me up on Facebook. On Facebook under the group called The Why Guy. My avatar, Jonathan Jones. Consider subscribing to this channel. I do offer nothing but encouragement. Some don't call it that. I understand. And for you who don't call it that and you give me a thumbs down, please leave comments why you gave a thumbs down and be polite about it. And those who feel like agreeing with this, give me a thumbs up and possibly leave comments that will encourage others, all right, to get off of this drug called the hell doctrine. Thank you for viewing.